everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. My name's Ashley and this is Crafts with Ash. Today I'm bringing you a Dollar Tree harvest sign. Let's get started. First, you're going to need one of these canvas picture frames with a little frame on the front. I found this where all the picture frames and pictures are. Next, you're going to need a pack of these fall metal words. They say thankful, harvest, and welcome. Next, you're going to need a piece of scrapbook paper. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. And then you're going to need some burlap. To begin, we're going to take the wrapping off that canvas board. Next, by using a heat gun or a hairdryer, you want to melt the hot glue that's underneath that little frame so you can get all 4 of those pieces off. It also helps to use that scraper that I have there too. I did get that from the Dollar Tree. Next, we're going to take some Waverly white chalk paint. I did get this from Walmart, and we're going to give a coat around all 4 edges. Now we're going to take our scrapbook paper and line it up to the edge and the corner, and we're going to trace out a piece to cover the top. Then you're going to cut it out. Next, by using some Mod Podge, we're going to decoupage this piece of scrapbook paper onto our frame. You want to put a nice thin coat and make sure it's all brushed over, but you kind of have to work quickly because Mod Podge does dry quickly. Make sure to pay attention to the edges and the corners to make sure none of it flaps up. After your scrapbook paper is all pressed down and mostly dry, we're going to grab some sandpaper or a sanding block and we're going to sand the edges to make it a nice clean cut for any paper that might be hanging over. You want to sand in the down direction. This helps just to clean it up. Next, we're going to take the Waverly Antique Wax and we're going to give it a rustic look. So I'm going to take my favorite distressing brush from the Dollar Tree. This was in the craft section and I think it came in a pack of about 5 or 6. You're going to shake the bottle because I like to work out of the lid because you don't need that much. You're going to dip it in the paint, dab it on your paper towel, and then lightly brush the edges. Now, I do pay attention to the edges and the corners because I really want to make sure that it looks nice and rustic and antiqued. Next, you're going to take your sandpaper or your sanding block and you're going to really distress the edges and the corners. I laid it down and pushed really hard. That way it gives it a nice rustic finish around the corners and the sides. Now we're going to take those 4 pieces that we took off the top and we are going to hot glue them back together to create our frame. Now you're going to grab your burlap and you're going to measure it to the frame. We are going to end up gluing it on the bottom, so you want to make sure that it fits perfectly. Next, we're going to take our hot glue and we're going to glue our frame right in the middle of the board. Next, we're going to take one of the words out of that pack. I chose the word harvest, and we're going to hot glue that down in the middle of that little frame. Now I noticed that the middle of the word was not supported very well, so I took these 3D pop-up stickers and I hot glued it to the back of the V. I do recommend cutting it down first because you do see a little bit of the edges in the back of the V, but to fix this I just squished it in and you can't really tell. And there you have it, a really easy Dollar Tree sign. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, then pop on Facebook and give us a like and a follow. I'll craft with you soon. Bye!